Parenthetically, when you build a charging station, it's like back in the day when my grandpa worked for the American Oil Company back in the turn of in the 1920 in that area. They went from state to state convincing people that allow them to put 20,000 gallons of gasoline under the ground. They didn't want them around.
Welcome to the Elusive Truth with Rich and Larry. So Joe Biden, wow. What can he say? I know Larry will talk to anyone who will listen, so please sit back, relax, as we tumble down the rabbit hole.
Hello, Rich.
My friend Gary, it's been a while.
It sure has. How you doing?
Not bad, but wow, is it really getting crazy out there or what?
There's like 1,000 crazy things going on right now.
Oh yeah, it's hard to keep up with it. It is absolutely amazing. Clown world at its finest.
Well, it's the bad guys' last days, and you know what desperate people do, desperate things.
Desperate things for desperate times. And
they know this is the end of their game.
Well, they're really setting us up for a wonderful holiday season coming up, aren't they?
Oh, hey, let's hope that the majority of it is over before Thanksgiving.
Well, they say October, it's doom and gloom right now. October is here, and the stuff is hitting the fan.
Well, look at it has started with that Facebook shutdown. That was a little shot over the bow. They were showing them, hey, watch this. We can just shut you down here. Watch this.
That's trivial compared to the outside of California, all these ships waiting to bring our stuff that are just sitting out there.
And did you see what's in the Gulf of Mexico ships?
Well, they're piling up everywhere.
Hundreds of tankers for fuel can't get into Houston because they come up all the way up to Houston, up that canal.
Something's going on, and it's everything. There's articles.
Land supply shortages.
Well, they're saying America's running out of everything. It's all over the news. That's what they're promoting now. Doom and gloom. Doom and gloom.
oh, man. This is, I really don't know what's going on. Every sector of everything is being hit, from the financial sector to the politics to the misinformation, the mainstream media. We don't even know what to believe. Can you believe the mainstream media actually created Let's Go Brandon?
That was a particular instance where a NASCAR driver won a race, and during a live interview with Brandon, you could hear the crowd clearly chanting F Biden, F you Biden,
wow,
right?
That shows how crazy they are. They turn a plain old statement, F Joe Biden, into Let's Go Brandon.
That has taken on the new movement. So anytime that you say, let's go Brandon, it means F you, Joe Biden. It's now synonymous because of that interview, because it was so apparent. She was just trying to save her butt and keep the thing going. Like I said, it's just, that's just.
Well, look at how lying the media is. They clearly know what was said, yet they make up this let's go Brandon saying. They can't even tell the truth when 80,000 people are chanting it.
They can't. They make
everyone knew clear as a bell what they were saying, except the media. I think they said, let's go Brandon.
Well, they know what they were saying. They just said that to change the narrative, to change look at that. They're rooting for you, Brandon.
That's a perfect example how they try to control everything.
Well, the control is that because of the internet, we can see, East Coast through the West Coast, all the different media, and their play on the same words and the same narrative. That's the thing that's really opening people's eyes, is that we can see how a story starts and then how that it just moves like wildfire.
And except the stories they don't like. If it's a true story, that's an act of revolutionary defiance if you tell the truth.
The truth is our First Amendment right has been eroded, and the government is playing catch up because it's the private sector that is enforcing this by silencing everybody.
And who the heck do they think they are? The private sector. Who the heck? I mean, the governor can't. I mean, a mandate ain't even a law. The governors make mandates they pull out of their butt.
Yeah, exactly. The thing that drives me nuts is, well, I've been led to believe there hasn't been much protest over this. Things are coming through the crack through Rumble and other type of media sources. Wow, the world is starting to revolt now. I'm seeing a lot more across the board retaliations. That the people aren't putting up with this.
Oh, yes. You know, what I think the Australian thing, I'm jumping all over, talking about revolt. Look at what's going on down there. I think those are all paid actors of badasses or Chinese communists or whoever is in these full gear with masks on in Australia. There's a lot of people that just are psychopaths that like to beat people, and you're going to pay me to go knock people's teeth out? Yeah, I'll get in line for that. There's weirdos everywhere. And that can't be the Australian police is what I'm saying, that are kicking the shit out of their own people like that.
Sad.
I think they're paid actors.
Well, I don't think they're paid actors. It's just what's going on right now. And what's really nice to see is that people are actually changing. Now, I got to see an amazing video talking about this where the crowd bum rushed the cops and just mowed them over like there were nothing. They're getting tired of this. They don't show that anywhere, but these cops were going down because...
In what city or what country?
It's in Australia.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah, one of those provinces, because they're all different. They all have different restrictions. They even have where you have to have your phone. If they call you, you have to have your phone on and answer it to show your location based on what you do and because of this COVID restrictions. And if you're supposed to be at home, you better be at home or they're sending the cops after you.
Oh,
I mean, it's nuts.
yeah, if you don't answer it, they're coming after you anyhow.
Right. And then I saw a comment that goes, well, everybody don't answer at once. Let's see them come get us all at once.
Yep.
It's happening. And I saw a video in New York City where a bunch of, I don't know if they were teachers, but there were a group of professionals that I guess are quitting their jobs over this COVID mandate. And they went and destroyed a COVID testing site that was on the street there. I'm like, wow.
Oh, what a shame. The PCR tests that are equally as many false positives as positives.
It's just getting so bad. And then
the tests aren't even positives.
The news report out there that the first COVID vaccination now is only 47% effective.
Effective of what? The variant that's gone already?
Right now, my opinion is that if you've had COVID, your immune system has helped you out tremendously compared to these people that have taken this vaccination. And with all the heart troubles that people are having, and on top of that, look at what's going on with what's going to happen 5 years from now since you've taken this mess. I mean, it's wow. And
there's so much stuff in that vaccine that they can activate with 5G rays. They can do whatever they want. They have such a mixture of things they put in there that maybe you got a shot on one day and there was this mixture and the next day, because they can't have the same reactions happening of millions of people all from the same day of shot. That would be too obvious.
It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. This mandate and forcing this on people, which was crazy. But what makes it even worse and makes you always think, what is going on here? If this is so important, why does Congress and the Senate and their families, they don't have to take it? What's up with that?
Or 600,000 postal workers.
Well, they're going to try to make them do it, but there's a group of people out there that are excluded from this. And not to even say that if you're an illegal immigrant, you don't need the shot.
That's right. Just ask our president. He said, come in.
My goodness.
You don't need it.
And then they show him getting a shot. And like I said, I'm sure it was saline or it was nothing. It was a publicity stunt.
He wasn't even in the White House. Have you seen the pictures to debunk that?
Yeah, there was a stage. And it had a backdrop.
Totally.
It's crazy. I mean, that doesn't make sense either.
The White House is a target right now. It is going to be hit real soon.
It's amazing that they can put up a fence around the White House, but they can't keep our borders straight.
Uh, well, they wanted to put a fence on to make sure there's no people in it when they hit it.
The American government is paying contractors $5 million a day to do nothing, and this has happened since January.
Well, guess who those contractors are? They're all the politicians, friends, and relatives.
Well, of course they are.
What do you think? All these trillions that are going into the budget and these special agencies they create are all just ways to launder money into their little setups.
The world is vastly changing right before our eyes. The border is a huge issue. Everybody knows that. And if they don't think so, then obviously they're part of the Democrat that are trying to put our country
Just mask
down.
it, yeah. La, 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 la. I didn't hear anything. I didn't see anything, you know?
And meanwhile, it's just terrible. Just terrible.
Everything is gone. Well, what did Trump's actual quote say? Everything woke goes to shit.
Nothing has come from that. It's a distraction. Things.
Oh, that was just to get him pissed off and to say stupid things.
Oh, and they say that all the time. Like I said, things are going to happen right before our eyes very shortly here. I mean,
Yes, indeed. Did you heard Tucker Carlson yesterday talk about Soros?
No.
I missed some of it, but I guess they're going after him right now. Everything is happening now. There's so many arrests that have happened already. So many arrests. We have ships out there in the sea watching what's going on. Almost our whole military is deployed worldwide right now.
What
Nationwide, worldwide. This is the big thing going down.
What's going on in Afghanistan? Everything good over there?
Oh, I
Must be.
guess they changed the news cycle.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything. Everything's honky-dory there. I mean, that's how this world is disaster or atrocity to the next. You know, what's going on in those Canary Islands?
They dropped a volcano with some direct energy weapons into the ocean, hoping that it would kick off a tsunami somewhere. And it never worked. It didn't work.
Well, I saw some weird thing come out of that volcano. Somebody showed a video where it looks like a pulse came out of the volcano. Like I said, I'm not a geologist, a volcanologist, or whatever, but wow, it's interesting. Things are...
Watch the skies. You know, the Galactic Federation is showing up.
And what about the Galactic Federation? All this other stuff's going on, and I haven't heard a peep out of them. What's James up to?
Oh, man, I missed this show this past weekend. You know, I've been doing a lot of running on the weekends, and he does it every Saturday, but I haven't picked it up yet from this past weekend.
Right.
But they're totally active, disabling all kinds of things right now.
Well, the last I heard, they were on Mars getting rid of the reptilians up there, so they must be leaving things alone here or something.
I heard that we're down to about only less than 10% of the reptilian bad guys have any presence on Earth.
Wow.
And then that could be getting cleaned up this past week or so.
I think about this and go, wouldn't that be amazing if that's all we had to worry about is the Galactic Federation taking care of reptilians? That would just be an awesome place to be. But right now, that's on the back burner of many people's minds because of food shortages, no work. Well, there's plenty of work, but no one wants to work, apparently. Across the board, it's a problem everywhere. It's amazing how this is all transpiring into this. The storm, the great storm is about to begin.
Yes, and I'm waiting to hear what do you think the event is going to be to kick this off. They're going to have, major events for distractions as well as hits.
Well, the main thing right now is all these mandates. If you want to work, you need to take the shot. And that's coming up is that we're going to have a great majority of people, I guess, lose their jobs or quit or protest on all this matter.
Parents are getting livid with the schools and they're pulling kids out, school board meetings. If you speak out, they're calling you a terrorist.
Exactly.
If you speak out for, your kid's curriculum.
And it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. The First Amendment is gone to the basket. the thing is, so much misinformation is happening that I saw a crazy statistic that I was going to write down where it came from and whatnot. It said 63% of Americans approve of masks and social distancing.
Where did that come from?
And when I was started to think about that, it was really, there's no way.
No way, that's true.
That's, yeah, maybe it's 63% probably oppose it. They just flipped it somehow. I mean, it's just common sense. Why would we want that? And
well, I just asked the guy today. I said, he was getting out of the car next to me. He goes, "Oh, I got to go back and get my mask. And I says, what are you wearing that for? And he says, I don't know. I've been vaxxed. And he's just like, he didn't even know why he was wearing it.
that's because we're mandated to do it here in Oregon. I saw another video this weekend in Florida State. They had a giant stadium. I mean, it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
And they were all in there saying the F Biden thing and whatnot. Wow, no masks.
No.
You know, they're just back to normal. Just like we know in Idaho. It's normal there. But over here, everybody's got their mask on and stuffs are starting to get away from the shelves. And you see less and less people. It's getting more and more Orwellian, I would say.
Yes.
It's bizarre. I saw a crazy thing on the news about the Washington State Department of Transportation is going after people cleaning up on the sides of the highway, you know, to make their communities look better. But because they haven't been trained and it's a safety issue and they have to take COVID training and to clean up your own backyards because of the nasty mess that's becoming our world. Crazy. I even showed a video where in New York City where this poor lady, I guess, didn't have the right permits and a sanitation truck came up and started throwing all the fruits and vegetables away. Perfectly good fruit and foods away, chucking it into a truck. And people were just watching all this food just get wasted.
And how come nobody came and arrested them for wasting it and stealing it?
Because it was the city that did it.
Oh, the city can do that.
The sanitation department showed up.
Oh, because they got powers.
They said that the food there was abandoned, so they had to throw it away. It was a food mart. They had tables and everything, and they were just boxes and boxes of fresh fruit, just getting fruit and vegetables. And to think that there's so many people going hungry and homeless right now, and this is just right in front of your eyes, the hypocrisy is just crazy.
Totally, and these people are like becoming empowered. They think they really have something, you know, that they're doing good, but they're just crazy.
No, it's amazing. It really is amazing. We have so far to go to turn this around. I mean, it seems like we're going worse and worse, and things have to change. They really do.
Well, I still think we're headed for what, you know, have you heard the 10 days of darkness? Have you heard that saying?
Well, you said that almost 9 months ago. 3 days of darkness.
Yeah, we're gonna be having that, and the definition of darkness could mean so many different things. You know what I'm saying? It's a dark world, it's dark, this and that. It doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be blackouts, that there's going to be we are going to have some EBS, emergency broadcast systems, that we will have, where systems will be down and they're going to be speaking facts and truth on it, and that's all you're going to hear.
Right, but who operates those emergency broadcast systems? Democrats. We're going to get
no.
The mass disinformation is going to be so wild because what's my prediction is, you said the darkness. It's not going to be dark. The darkness is going to refer to, I believe, is that the internet's going to go down.
Yeah.
And that way, without the internet, then people going to be freaking out, and then the misinformation that is going to be poured on us will be tremendous.
It's going to be flying all over.
Because it's going to be so hard for people to find out what really is going on and what is not. I mean, there'll still be ways, eventually, a grassroots effort, but they're going to make it so much harder to do this. Right now, I believe they're using the internet and the media to just pollute us with their objective.
Well, you're right. And I think CNN might be one of the first places that gets bombed and taken out.
All this, you know, you're not going to be able to hear a podcast. Where's the podcast come from? It comes from the internet. It doesn't come from FM radio waves. All this stuff. No one's going to hear any of this. It's going to be, did you hear this? It's going to be rumors and hearsay. I mean, like I said,
it might be a better world.
Well, we're not even.
I mean, temporarily while that's going on.
it's not going to be a better world. It's going to go nuts. You
Yeah.
watch. I wish it would be a better world. I mean, the flip side is that if we can walk away, you know, when we go camping, we get away from the digital media. It's great. But as a big mass, I mean, everything. How do we get our food? How do we get our stuff? Everybody orders online now. You take all that away. Oh, my God, you're going to have to go back to the stores that have nothing there. And you got to have your booster shots and your papers, or the Gestapo is going to take you out.
Maybe everybody will just jump in their car and go hang out in Texas and Florida for a few months.
They're going to get so overran.
I know. It's like, you know, why would you stay in Jersey or something where all this restrictions are really heavy or something? It's like, come on, pack your kids up and go move to a state, you know, and get through this.
That'd be easy. It's easier said than done. Most Americans can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And we have to stay right where we're at and take it. And that's going to be the issue. Like I said, I hope everybody right now has been listening and should be just a little bit worried that you need to stock up on some food supplies, because they're going to make it very difficult for us unvaccinated to survive in the new world order, as they like to call it.
I think someday they're going to attach it to your bank account.
Well, I get that they're already trying to do that in the Senate and Congress. They want the IRS to know everything about your bank account to $500.
Yeah, up to 600. Yeah,
well, 600,
you're right.
500.
You know, you can't go anywhere.
You've heard the saying,
or even pull out your credit card because they just froze it.
You heard the saying, once the government takes away this, they keep taking. They don't give it back.
Never.
Look,
you give an inch and they take a mile.
9/11, the Patriot Act. This is why we're here, because of that. And I even sent you a video that I couldn't believe that was popped up out of nowhere. Remember the 9/11 video I sent you?
Oh, did that guy nail it? What was saying that they never found plane fragments and all that?
He was first on the scene at the Pentagon, and what?
Yeah,
no plane? Yeah. Oh, my Lord. Where'd that come from? Holy smokes. And I'm surprised. There is hope. There is a chance that the White Hats and the Proud Boys and all these other good groups, the Patriots and the Trumpers and all this, we get together finally and we take back this country and we make things better. Sitting back, drinking your beer, watching the movie is going nowhere. It's time to put your boots on, helmet up, get your butts out there, do something, because it's right before us. And if we don't do anything, wow. What a difference.
It is right in front of us. You got that right.
I mean, 2019, amazing. Everybody doing good. 2020, what the heck happened? Oh, 2021's going to be better. Psst. This year's been just a bunch of a joke. And now we're going into 2022 with another election year going on.
This is just put people in a major mental funk. They're in a spin. They don't know how to. You can't think right from what we've lived our whole life. We're completely in a different paradigm.
You just have to look at the homeless out there and why it's going to be getting way worse. Way worse. Middle of October, they say that, most of these eviction moratoriums end. We're going to see some crazy stuff.
Oh yes, man, I'll tell you. We got it crazy in our own home life with our companies, and we're just a small little microcosm of what's going on. Now, my wife's company is a pharmaceutical drug company, huge, and I think she's got till mid-November to show she's vaxxed, and she works from frickin' home.
Yeah, most of these places, though, the pharmaceuticals are exempting their employees. That's the next thing. Lawyers, injunctions, something. People got to be suing the crap out of everything else, and here's actually a reason to sue, making me take a vaccination or you're going to fire me. That's really? Come on.
I think you can get it in writing from your company if they try pushing that.
No, I mean, seriously, where they need to start, the courts, they need to start slamming. They should shut down everything. You know what? And if people are going to do that, then they need to walk away from those employers. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. And I guarantee you, somebody with a little bit of money and some knowledge can start their own pharmaceutical company with the people that don't want the vaccinations, and they will become the top dog in the world. I'm not a CEO. I'm not the running this country, but Wow. Can it really be true that some ding-dong has more information and more common sense than the average person out here? Or I believe I have more common sense than the average politician. It just doesn't make sense. The world is not the world that I grew up in. We changed. 2019, the reset started already, and we're just now starting to feel the effects.
Yeah. We couldn't even believe it could ever get this far.
We talk about Satan and evil and good and, demons and things like this. And wow, I think it's more prevalent than ever. And I'm still amazed. It's hard to believe and comprehend. There's just so much going on, just waiting for the call to action. And we're going to change and turn this around.
I think you're right. It is coming, but we're going through a lot of pain to get to that level.
I guess it's the only way to have people wake up and understand. So
tell them, you got to show them. Isn't that the old saying?
Yes. Well, here's to better times, and hopefully everyone is doing all right, and I hope everybody is preparing for what's going on.
Oh yeah, at least get some food and water.
Yep. Take care of your families. Fall is here. Winter is coming fast. With the crazy climates and and that's what this whole thing is about, is the unknown. What's going to happen next? What's going to be that big push that changes this or that? Right now, the internet, it's up and down. The world reset has happened, and here we go, folks.
I know. Everybody, what if the internet was down nationwide, worldwide? Nobody would be at work that day.
I don't know.
The financial system, the bankers, everybody.
Yeah, but they'll have some backup because they got to keep their stuff running. That's how the rich elitist and the ones that are running and controlling everything right now, that's how they're doing it.
Yeah.
So anyway, I hope you have a great weekend. Change is happening.
We are in it. Exactly. This is the storm.
Well, we are in the storm, and we got to keep pushing forward. We got to keep believing in something. At least Trump is pushing us in the right direction. I want to see more. He really has to come through now. But I think he will. The world loves Trump, and I think that's the savior. It's amazing. Who would know that Donald Trump would be so important in the much upcoming future? Whether you like him or not, it's going to depend on him.
It's a fact. Yep. And I did hear who our next president will probably never have a Democrat president in our lifetime. It's just they're all gonna be conservative type. They're done. The Democrat Party is done. They've showed their colors.
Well, according to TikTok and Facebook and all these other places, hell no, they're not done. They're running it. Everything's hunky dory. Obey.
Oh, according to them, yes.
Yeah, obey and enjoy nothing. You will be happy.
And shut up. Do as I tell you.
Well, here's to the 15 people that will listen to this.
Yes, all right, Rich.
Anyway.
Well, let's keep our heads up and watch for any dangers around us.
Well, we got to see the positive. We've had enough negativity and doom and gloom. It's now for positivity. That's the only way we're going to get through this. With that,
all right, my friend.
Good luck. Much love to everybody, and we will talk to you soon.
Thank you. You bet.
All right. See ya.
All right. Bye-bye.